Okay, so we start off with our first picture and we see the Wang family is having breakfast and Mr. Wang looks at the calendar.
Okay, and what does he say? He says the Mid-Autumn Festival is at the start of next month. Okay, so we often hear Moon Festival, Mid-Autumn Festival. Actually, they both are the same festival because actually in Chinese we call it 中秋节. And that literally means mid-autumn. But we also call it the Moon Festival because it's a time for us to look at the moon and also learn about the story of Chang'e. Have you heard about that?
I have. I think we're going to meet her again in day 2. So Mr. Wang is then looking, and as you mentioned about barbecues and stuff, he says, we can have a barbecue in the park. Okay, so let's look at this word barbecue. It's spelled B-A-R-B-E-C-U-E, barbecue, okay? In our article, we're using it as a noun. We can also use it as a verb. I'll mention that in just a moment, but right now it's our first word power word, so let's check it out. So a barbecue is a meal or a gathering at which meat, fish or other food is cooked out of doors on a rack or grill over an open fire. So we could say, the weather will be nice on Sunday. Shall we have a barbecue? The weather will be nice on Sunday. Shall we have a barbecue? So like I said, this word barbecue can have other meanings. We can use it to mean the actual equipment.
Right.
You could say we need to buy a barbecue or something like that. We can talk about the event, like we are in the article, having one. We can even use it as a verb to talk about the style of cooking. Let's barbecue some meat, okay? Which is, we could also say grill.
Right.
But it's just cooking it over some pieces of metal. You've got the wood or the coal underneath, and you're cooking it slowly over the heat, the flames, and the usually nice smelling smoke.
Right. All right, so next, let's see what Paige says. She says, Mom, why do we have a barbecue to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival? That's actually a great idea because I don't really know how this started as well, but we do it anyway.
Yeah, we do. I've heard a story. I'll mention that in a moment. First, we see that Mrs. Wang says, I'm not really sure. And we say, I'm not really sure when we don't know something completely, but we have an idea. Maybe we think we know, but we're not sure if our idea is correct.
Right. All right, so her mom says the tradition started when I was your age. So she probably has an idea, like Pat mentioned, but she's not too sure when it started. But it's a tradition. And tradition is also a word power word. It's spelled T-R-A-D-I-T-I-O-N. Tradition. Tradition is used as a noun here, and it means the way of thinking, behaving, or doing something for a long time by a group of people, or a family, or a society. For example, we have a lot of Chinese traditions, such as we celebrate Chinese New Year and we eat fish during Chinese New Year. That is a tradition. Or it's also a tradition to take care of your parents. We can also use it in a word power sentence like this. It's a tradition to dress up as monsters on Halloween. It's a tradition to dress up as monsters on Halloween. Speaking of traditions, what are some British traditions that you have?
Making a cup of tea whenever you or someone else has a problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the first thing you do. You make a cup of tea and you think about it or you talk about it. Making fun of Americans and the French.
Me?
Not you personally, Americans in general.
Okay.
So what about some in Taiwan?
Taiwan, I think it would be more related to Chinese traditions.
Yeah.
So, of course, we have the Chinese New Year ones. During Ghost Month, there's some
lots
things
of traditions and superstitions there.
We can and cannot do. I think you're quite familiar with some of them as well.
A lot of them by now, yeah. Some different ones have come up. What I think about the Moon Festival, as I mentioned earlier, I heard it was just because people started advertising a barbecue sauce. And that kind of became a Moon Festival thing. And so it's actually more of a company kind of
thing.
Finding out how to make some money at the right time of year.
I think a lot of holidays are like that
Yeah,
now.
that's true, that's true. Okay, back to the article. We see Grandpa saying, I just like sitting and looking at the moon. That's his favorite tradition. Seeing it, looking at it, he loves that.
Yeah, and he probably doesn't want to cook anything.
He doesn't mind.
He's lazy. All right, so next in the article, we see another scenario. It says, later, Paige is talking to her brothers. Okay, what are they going to say?
Well, they're discussing, and Paige says, I remember the barbecue last year.
And then we also see a picture. So Paige and her brothers, they have something. It says, their thoughts show a park full of trash.
Oh,
okay,
dear.
Not very pleasant.
Yeah, they're all kind of thinking and remembering this together. Paige says, in fact, all the parks were full of trash. We use this phrase, be full of, here. If one thing is full of another thing, it has lots of that thing inside it. So we could say a bag is full of clothes, a box is full of books, a phone is full of pictures, and so on. Now we could use it to mean you actually really can't get any more of that thing inside it, but most of the time we just use it to mean a lot. If something is full of something, it has a lot of that thing inside it.
Right.
So what about trash?
All right, so trash is our word power word. It's spelled T-R-A-S-H, trash. Trash is a noun and it means the things that are no longer useful or wanted anymore. They're things that you throw away. So usually after we eat something, we leave behind things like fish bones or chicken bones or food that we can't eat anymore. That is called trash. So for example, we can say, please pick up all your trash before you leave the classroom. Please pick up all your trash before you leave the classroom.
So after thinking about the trash, Paige then says, the air was really bad too.
Right, because imagine having a barbecue, all that smoke.
Lots and lots of barbecues.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why we see in the picture, it says their thoughts, so the things that they're thinking, again, shows lots of smoke in the air. So it's not just them who are having a barbecue. There's a lot of other family and friends who are all in this park.
Neighbors,
Yeah, making all this smoke.
Okay, so that's a bit of a problem. You're having fun, but you're sort of messing up the world. So Paige says we should celebrate by having an eco-friendly Mid-Autumn Festival. Okay, so the word eco-friendly, there's two parts to that. We've got eco, that is short for ecosystem, which is a group or community of plants and animals that live together. And what it means is friendly to the environment. Eco-friendly means it's friendly to an ecosystem. So it won't harm or damage the environment, the earth, in any way.
Actually, that's a really great idea. Jimmy even agrees. He says, we'll help you think of ideas.
Okay, and this is a bit of a surprise because
Yeah.
you would have thought the kids like barbecue, lead me to it.
Yeah.
So Paige asks them, really? Don't you want to have a barbecue?
And Timmy says, yeah, but we shouldn't hurt the earth. Okay, I'm
Very
really proud
true.
of them for actually being
Good
grown
job,
up
kids.
about it.
Well done.
Yeah. And here we see our word power word, the earth. Okay, we spell the, T-H-E. You have to leave a space. So the earth is spelled E-A-R-T-H, the earth. It is a noun and it means the planet that we are living on right now. Now, sometimes we write earth with a capital E or a lowercase e. What's the difference? When we talk about the planet, then earth needs to be capital, just like in this article. For example, we can say, Max wants to see the earth from space one day. Max wants to see the earth from space one day.
That would be pretty cool, seeing the Earth from space, seeing the whole planet.
I know. I would love to travel in space one day.
Yeah, it's probably going to cost us a little bit of money, but we'll try. So what Timmy means is they want to protect and save the Earth. They don't want to hurt the plants, the animals, make the air dirty, create loads of trash. So they do want to have a party for Moon Festival.
Yeah.
They just want to keep it clean. So they're going to spend some time thinking of some different ideas for things they can do. That's where we're going to leave them today, and we'll join them tomorrow to see what they have come up with, because right now it's time for us to go to our wrap-up.